Hey, welcome back to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new week, which means new comics are out. One of those is in my hands, Wolverine Infinity Watch #1. There's been a lot going on with Wolverine in the Marvel Universe. There is, by my count, well, there's a lot of Wolverines running around at this point in time. It's a bit confusing to keep track of it all, and Wolverine Infinity Watch is partially trying to bring all that into some coherent narrative. It's written by Gerry Duggan, artist by MacDonald, colorist Jordie, Bellaire, and letterer Cory, Petit. Alright, so we know from Marvel Legacy there was that reveal years ago, at this point it feels like, where we saw Wolverine holding one of the Infinity Stones. Big reveal, holy crap moment, and since then the big question is, how's he back? Which there's the whole series Return of Wolverine dealing with that. How do you get the Infinity Stone? What's going on? And yeah, so this is kind of a follow-up to the whole Infinity Wars that just kind of went on, where Gamora went insane, tried to collect the Infinity Stones, whole big battle to stop her, all that stuff. Loki was key on that. There was a lot of weirdness in that story. Some of that kind of trickles out over here. The good is it answers some questions. The bad is you really have to be into continuity and give a crap about that to enjoy this comic. This is so entrenched into continuity and what's going on as far as the Infinity Stones. It's very difficult to enjoy being outside of that. I've read all that stuff and my head still hurt after reading this. I mean, the story and how it's being told, like, Gerry Duggan is doing God's work as far as I'm concerned, trying to make this into a coherent narrative. I'm sure there's been some plan, everything's mapped out, and in their heads it makes sense. As an outside reader, it is, I think, difficult to follow without a flowchart. There's sadly no flowchart in this. I mean, there is 2 Wolverines alone in this comic, and even then, I'm still not sure which is the original Wolverine and what's going on and how this kind of jives to what we're seeing on Uncanny X-Men and all that. There's just, it's still very confusing. And I understand it's a first issue. I understand there's much more to go. But this was not an easy read. So I'm kind of bummed on that. Now, if you're like really into the Infinity Stone story, go for it, because this is the follow-up to Infinity Wars. And, you know, again, if you're really, really invested in that, go for it. The other is the art is okay. Like, the art, to me, isn't all that special. MacDonald has a style. If you're into style, cool. It's just not my cup of tea, and that's totally fine. It's just, yeah, like, it's not my thing, is really kind of what comes down. And show off some of that artwork. I don't really know necessarily what I can point to and say it's not my thing. It's just not my thing. So, like, visually it wasn't engaging for me. Like, there's nothing bad with it. There's also nothing flashy with it, and the reason there's nothing flashy about it is because there's not really any, like, really exciting moments. There could have been some pretty amazing visuals here and there, but nothing like, there's no fights or anything like that to really kind of play out. It's a lot of talkings, a lot of discussion, a lot of talks between Wolverine and Loki, and kind of going from there. I mean, this is... to steal something from fantasy, this is the point the questing team gets their mission. It feels like everything is kind of built up to this moment, and this is when the quest begins with the Fellowship. So yeah, if you're really into invested into maybe Wolverine or Loki or the Infinity Stones, go for it. If you are just starting off in the story, this is a horrible place to start, and honestly, I couldn't tell you where a good spot to start would be. So yeah, like, this is one I don't think I can quite recommend. It's a rough one, I think, for the average reader. Again, hardcore people, go nuts. Now, if you're into Wolverine Infinity Watch, if you really want to get it, go get in comic shops. There's a link beneath this video. It is a link you put in your zip code to tell you if a shop's near you. If there's no shop, no problem. We also have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, though. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this review copy. We always appreciate it. And thank you for watching. Now, if you're into Wolverine, if you're into comics, if you're into Marvel, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.